Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
To throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 56 yards. 54, Mike. Hey, pick your game up. That's it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
2nd down, Haskins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think that...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Haskins, third and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now Austin. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Check.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Same.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 66. Pull it. Now. Heads here. Zoom. Stay at home. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
They run with Thompson.
You ain't going nowhere.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From midfield now, Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go. Big read. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Complete. Richardson has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check nine.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Third down. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The give is to Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And 7 yards to go.
Here we go. 53, Mike. Hey, kill. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott rolling to his right and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This time Haskins will look to throw. Dancing in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the safety creep. Watch the edge. Orbit. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 22, jet, cover. 22,
This is Geis. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Last stop.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Set to kick off.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Haskins on first down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Man up, D. Hey, watch it. Check 43. Ready. Mike 5. Okay, double up.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Third down.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And that is incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I got you. I got you. Check. Hey, kill. 27. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, kill. 27. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Mike's by 4. I don't think you got it, son.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Haskins to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
54, right there, right there.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Malik Collins in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here's Austin. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Escapes the defender. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 23-yard run, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Buddy up, 54. Mike 54. You're not ready. You're not ready. Out, out. It's free.
They start on the ground with Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They go play action with Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down to Thompson on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
All day, every day, any day. Mike 54.
Haskins going to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thompson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Set, hut. Come on. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get that up.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Prescott to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on deep.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Caught left side by Cobb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd and 5 now. Prescott. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 1st down, Thompson. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Haskins to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They go play action now. Haskins. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Keith. Hey, watch Sam. Watch Sam. Check, Mike. Check, go.
4th down, here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up.
It's a turnover on downs.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Fights through it. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.